Yeah, good afternoon first. Yeah, it's not easy then. We have good new players, but one of these players have not a long time a training session or games. Yeah, and other one is maybe with the insurance coming, and yeah, when you are injured, you cannot train, and this is the problem for a coach when you have the players not on the field. But now and this week they come all on the field, and then we can work with the players on the field, with the new players on the field, and we improve now the new systems. But we have good work in the last weeks. We continue the work from the last season before the break, before the bubble, and the feeling is so we come back to the same performance what we have before the bubble, and feeling is good, the mood is good, and yeah, we are. We hope we can play on Saturday, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you. It's Karabo Pasha from the beautiful game. Good afternoon, Coach. You finally had a proper preseason with the team for the first time. I think. What have you seen from the lads, going into this game over the past few weeks, and how important has it been for you that you finally had a preseason with Orlando Pirates Football Club, because you came through during the course of the season?
Yeah, we know we have a game in the bubble against Cape Town, and this was not so good for us. We lose the game. We have a big chance we can catch 3 points in this game, and we lose. And yeah, now it's time we catch our 3 points. It's the first target what we have. And yes, it was a difficult time in the bubble, but now it's a new time, and we are ready for the game on Saturday, and we are hot. We want win the game. It's not so that cannot play a draw. You know this. This is important. It's a game. It's one game. It's a final game. When you win, then you are in the next round, and this is what we want.
Sorry, Ostandi, I just also wanted to find. Sorry, I don't think maybe I didn't put it right. It's your first preseason with the club. How has preparations been going? Your first preseason with the club.
Yeah, normally you have other preseason. This is a short preseason. We have close to 3 weeks preseason. This is not enough for a normal preseason. Yeah, but we have all the same rules. We have all the same times. All clubs have maybe the same times, plus minus 1 or 2 days maybe, or a week, or I don't know. But it's not so like a normal preseason. But we do what we can, and we have a good feeling in the moment. We improve a little more the structure with the ball and without the ball. We improve any position, any positionings for the players in their own position, and that's important. But it's not enough time. But we cannot say it's too small or it's not enough or whatever. No, we have the times, and we do this, and we have a good feeling in the moment. But all coaches want more time for preseason. That's clear.
Coach Mark Stradholm, Arena Holdings, Times Live. Hi, Coach. Thanks very much. To follow up to Karabo. First, on the signings, there's been some very good signings and very strong signings, including Monare today. The 4 players from Wits, all very good players. They've won the league title, and all the other signings too. Just your thoughts on the signings, and they certainly seem to make Pirates an even more formidable team than they were last season. And a second question is, bearing in mind those signings, and of course that you did well in the second half of last season and impressed, arriving with the team not very good, in a very good position. How does the dynamic change now? Because you weren't expected to win trophies last season, but I think at a big club like Pirates, especially since they haven't won a trophy since 2014, I think the dynamic changes a bit for you now, and now the emphasis is not just on winning and playing some nice football, but trophies are also a big expectation. Does that change the dynamic a bit for you this season? Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, the first question is, yes, we make, for me, it's a good signing, what we do with all players, but we don't forget the young players. We have from the junior teams young players, in the squad now. They make also a good work and they have also quality, but they need more time. That's clear. It's not so, they have not so many experience like the other players. What we signed, this signing, what we do in this moments was very good for me, but I explained this before. It's not so easy. You can not work with a player what is not by 100% in the terms of conditionings, and these players, they need a little more time. Then injuries players cannot work on the field, yeah, but now they come this week back and we can work now on the field. We start last week with the friendly games a little bit in terms of prepare the ball strategies, the systems in the game with the players, but I have a feeling they are not by 100%. That's totally normal. But we work with the players, and I think in 1, 2, 3 weeks, it's up to each players. They come back to the 100%, and then we can work with the player on the field 90 minutes. That's important for us. That's the target for the new signings. But we have also new signings like Tyson. He's by 100%. I think he can play 90 minutes here. But other players, they have a little bit space to this 90 minutes. Maybe Wade, it's on the right direction. He's so close to 90 minutes. But the others have to work on the conditioning, and this is important. Yeah, the second question is when you work by a club like Orlando Pirates or Sundowns, Kaiser Chiefs, or one of the other clubs in the league, then it's normal. The supporters want a title. Yeah, that's totally normal. Expecting, thank you. Yeah, this was the word. They expect the title. It's normal, but it's football. We have other teams in the league. They fight also about a title. We have now. The question before was, how was the preseason? It is not a preseason. It's my second time now in the season, but I have not in this time. I have not a preseason. Yeah, that's yes, a problem for a coach, but we cannot change the things. We go this way and we accept this way. We have not another chance, and we do this. It's better than we sit at home and make Zoom sessions. We can work now, and it's 3 weeks. Okay, then we plan 3 weeks preseason. It's not long. It's short, but we cannot change, and we do this. And now we have to improve the system what we want in this league, and when we come quick in the system and we find to the conditionings what we need for the system, we find to the structure, all in positioning what we need for the systems, then we have a chance. We can fight for a title. That's normal. But we need, in effect, not more time, but we need the time for the right moments. And when we have a good start, it's important for us. We have a good start and we work on this. Then you come in and then you have a flow, like in my starting time. You have a flow, you have a run, and then you can win the games. And that's important for us.
Coach, good morning. It's Fuyo from Power 987. And just, Coach, in your preparations, just how hard is it? I mean, the last time that you sort of got a chance to see how teams play was in the bubble, and there's sort of been this, this longer break. Teams are changing. Yourself have included some players, similarly with Cape Town City as well. So maybe, Coach, just your expectations from Cape Town City this weekend as a team. What are you expecting from them? And maybe too as well, Coach, have just in your plans navigated around just the fixture list that is coming from you this season. I mean, it's the MTN8 now, which is the focus. You've got the league coming up next week starting, and of course the CAF Confederations Cup as well. Have you just navigated around that as well? How you sort of plan to navigate around all those tournaments, and also making sure, like going back to Mark's answer, making sure that the Buccaneers possibly get a trophy this season in at least one of those competitions.
First, Cape Town City is a good team. We felt this in the last game. Yeah, we lose against Cape Town City. They have a top structure. They have good defenders in terms of central backs. Good keeper. In the last game, the keeper was unbelievably good, and the defending structure also. And in the offense structure, they play very good ball positions. And they have a good ball circulation. They have a good transition to attack or to defense. And also it's in the front, in the strikers or the wingers, they have a good tactical aspect. And it's not a team, but we said we can win easier. We need 100%, we need the focus. We know they have a good structure in both in defense and in offense. And we work on the sides now in this week. We have to dictate the game, and we say what's happened on the game, and this is the target what we have in this weekend. And next weekend we start with the league. It's the same thing. You ask me about the titles. Yes, we as a coach you have to win all games. Yeah, but we know it's not possible. You can win all games, but close to. We can come to the results what we have before. Yeah, we in my time we have a point arranged for a little bit more than 2 per game, and that's the things what you need. You can win a title, but when you have not this arranged, then it's not possible. You can win a title, and you work from game to next game to next game to next game, and then it's important for me. Then we have not 8 weeks or 7 weeks preseason. We can see then what's happened with the new players, how it's the time for integrating in this club. In this team, that's a new environment for some players. They come here new. It's a things what we don't forget, what we not forget. Yeah, and that's the things what we have to work so quick it's possible on this points. They get the feeling they are home. They have a home here, and they stay quick in the team. That's important for us. We find each other quick. And then you get good results, and we work on this. And in terms of CAF or in other cups, what we have, yes, we have to win. All is possible in football. Yeah, when you have a chance, you can win a league. Then you have to do this. When you have chance to win, you can win a cup. Then you have to do this. When you can win a CAF, then you have to do this. But you have to work, and that's the focus what we need. We cannot say we have now 6, 7 games in a row we win, and then we go back to casual. It's not possible in this season. Yeah? We have to fight all games 100%. And that is the point what we have to do on all days what we play. And when we do this, then we have a big chance we can win the games. And when you win the games, you can win titles.
Thank you, Coach. It's Karabo again. I just wanted to find out on you personally, Coach. You've been in the country for the past 10 months now. Just your thoughts on the league, the professionalism of the league, how you've adapted, the stadiums that you've seen. I mean, we've got World Cup arenas here in the country. Just your thoughts and your stay here in South Africa. Would you love to stay much more longer? I know you signed a 3-year deal, but would you like to stay beyond that?
Yeah, first, I stay 10 months here, but don't forget you maybe you have to last 3 months or 3.5 months for lockdown. We was all at home. It's not a time for me. I can show Africa, and I get more feeling for the culture here, or I contact to my players. It's only for Zoom session possible, or was for Zoom session possible. And but the bubble time was a difficult time for me. Then I can the stadium, yeah, but maybe 3 more. But we don't play maybe in this stadium again. And the other way was a training field. What I can see, the other one is not possible. I cannot go out, but in this time I get more culture for my players. I get more information about my players. This was not so bad for me. And yeah, I hope the Corona it's going fast out of this country and out of the human of the whole world. And then we come back to a normal life. Then, as a coach, is not always a coach. I'm a private guy also, and I heard always that South Africa is a top country for living. Yeah, and yes, I was one time in Cape Town. It was very nice there, but I heard it's a lot of areas in South Africa, and I hope I can visit. Then you need a little bit private time also. Yeah, in my time I work 7 days, 24 hours. Yeah, and you need a little bit free time. But now it's first the focus, the team, the club, and the targets what we have, and then come after. Then comes maybe I can go to a good restaurant in Joburg, or I can travel to a safari or whatever. But first is for me Africa, Joburg, and Orlando Pirates, and the Pirates is the first. And when we have good results, I get more space for this. We have not good results, I get not space for this, but I know we work so hard. I want this space, and I want to see what's happened here in Africa. I don't know it's the right word, exciting. Exciting what come in Africa. I heard so many positive things, and I want to see this, but we need the results for this, and this is the first target for me. And I get now a lot of information about the culture. I saw this. I saw not all stadiums. Yeah, then in this time I have then maybe 5 or 6 stadiums away, and the Orlando Stadium, I know it, but the other stadiums comes now, and I hope we get then the same results, the good results what we had before in the past time.
Yes, Coach, it's Nati from NGFM in Polokwane. Towards the end of last season, you kept on saying you were not, your aim is not to win the league or something like that. You were preparing for the following season. Would you say now that there's no excuse, to win at least a trophy, starting with the MTN8, of course?
Yeah, but in this time, what I said, we have to focus on the new season was the reason I get a new life, a football life, a normal football life. But the Corona changed the whole world in terms of football. But yes, I say we have to focus on the new season, and then I say it again, we have to wait which players we get or which players they go or we left. And now we have good players, but we have a short time, and I cannot 100% explain now how it's the performance with the players. We know the players have a top quality, what we get, and also we have a top quality, what we have here before. But now it's important they find each other. That is important for the success. Yeah, it's you cannot say I take now the quality and now it's running and we win the title. We have to work on this, and we find the points each other, what it's for a good result. And that is the time now we find it quick. We find this quick as possible. And then we get the good results. And I said this before, we work together with the team by Orlando Pirates. And Orlando Pirates is one of the biggest club in Africa. And that's normal that the supporters, they expect a title. That's normal, but it's not so easy. You can say, not, I win now a title. We fight for this all games. We have to focus. We win all games, and then in the end of the season or in the end of the finals, then you have a chance. You can win a title. It's a long season. This year we have with CAF and with cups maybe more than 50 games, and that's important. We have a good focus for all players in the squad, and we have a good management in the squad with the players. We have a good recovery times. Yeah, and when you have this all, you manage as good with the squad, then you have a chance you can win also a title. But the focus is not for me first, we win a title. No, we get the performance for a winner title. We get the conditioning for winner title. It's a long season, and in football, you know it, it's all possible. And I think when I can say, yeah, what you want, I think, yes, I want win all games. And when you win all games, you can win a title. But you ask Kaizer Chiefs, you ask Sundowns, you ask maybe other clubs, they have the same target. And yeah, we work on this. But we have now other clubs in the league. Sundowns, they have a treble. This is the favorite in this year. For me, Kaizer Chiefs was before I had Sundowns. There's the second. Yes, we was on the third. And maybe then for the whole league, we are in the third place for in terms of title, we win a title. And I think we have maybe 3-4 other clubs. They can also fight for a title, for cups, for trophies, and they have to do this 100%. And when we have the results against this clubs better and the other clubs also, then it's normal you can win a title or a cup or a trophy.
Well, Coach, my question, we've seen you guys signing a few good players and also send a few guys on loan. Can we perhaps, are you perhaps happy with your squad that you have now? Can we maybe see 1 or 2 new signings coming in before the season starts?
No, you know exactly we speak about not new signings or loan players. Also in terms of official, we made this not. And sorry, I hope you understand my answer.
I'll go. Coach, just on your latest signing, Monari, just what he brings, and obviously I saw the press release said partly you need to bolster your squad because of course playing in Africa. Just on him, thanks.
It's a good signing, but same problems. It's more than 5 weeks or so. He have not training with the team. He train alone, yes, but he need now the conditioning. It is the basic what you need for playing football. When you have not conditioning, you cannot play, and this is the things what we have to work now with him. We start now in the first day with him today. In terms of conditioning, he make not a lot of extra times. He wanted and he needed. And then when you have the conditioning, is you know the player, it's a top player for us. He's a lot of experience. You have a lot of experience. He help us maybe in Africa. He have in the league. He help us in all games what we have. But we have not only this player. We have in the squad a lot of good players, and it's also a fight for him for the position in the squad and in the starting lineup.
If it's okay to go again, Tandy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Coach, Dion Hotto came very close to winning PSL Player of the Season at Wits. Often when a player moves to a bigger club, when you see what happened to Amango moving from Wits, he became a much more consistent player. I think when a player moves to a big club, it motivates them on its own. Do you think you can make Hotto a PSL Player of the Season? And he just seems like a player who can reach that milestone. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, I think we have Hotto is a good player. It's normal. Then when he's not a good player, then we make not a sign with him. And Hotto have all possibilities in this PSL. He can win without trophies. He can win alone a trophy. But in the focus for a coach is not one player. In the focus for a coach is the whole squad and the results in the game. And you cannot win a trophy alone. It's like Gabba. Gabba, he win a trophy. I win a trophy last year, this year. But we can nothing buy now for this. Yeah, it was a top trophy for us. It was a top moment. But it's past and now it's future, and you can win. This winning what we have together with Mango, me, or maybe Otto, other players, I don't know. He cannot work this alone. He cannot win this alone. He need a team, and that's important for us. For me, it's in focus the team, and not one player. One player, it's good for us. We have so player, but we cannot win. We have now Gabba. He scored 17 goals, but we was on the 3rd place. Make 15, don't win a trophy, but win a title. It's better for me. But when both is possible, that's the best.
Yeah, it's Zinnbauer from the Sowetan newspaper. Coach, if I heard you correctly, you hinted that Sundowns are the favorites to clinch the title this season, and Chiefs. If maybe you can elaborate on that. What are your motives?
Yeah, when Sundowns win the triple last year, okay, they lose the trainer, but he earned this way. I think he make a good job, and I'm happy about for all coach what he can improve himself, and he find the top club in Africa. But he win the squad win three titles in the last season, and that's normally is the favorite. We cannot say now Sundowns is not a favorite. They have, I don't know, 40, 50 players with top qualities in the squad. Kaiser Chiefs, it was on the 2nd place. They was a long time on the 1st position, and in the last game they lose the pole position, and it's the 2nd place, and this is the favorite. It's normal. This we say now. Both teams, they fight first for a title, but we have a chance. We are behind these clubs, and maybe behind us is also other clubs. Yeah, they want also fight for maybe for a title or for a trophy in this year. And for me, it's Sounddown and Kaiser Chiefs, the favorites in this year.